Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 most explosive volcano eruptions in history. Throughout our planet's long and dynamic history, few forces have shaped the Earth quite like volcanoes. These fiery mountains, often perceived as symbols of destruction, are in fact powerful agents of creation and change. From the molten heart of our planet, they have sculpted continents, forged islands, and dictated the very course of life itself. Today we embark on a journey to witness the awe-inspiring power of these geological titans, exploring some of the most explosive eruptions ever recorded. We'll delve into the science behind these events, the devastation they unleashed, and the enduring mark they've left on our world. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Our journey begins in 79 AD amidst the rolling hills of ancient Italy. Here, overlooking the bustling Roman towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum, loomed Mount Vesuvius, a seemingly tranquil giant. Unbeknownst to the inhabitants below, the volcano was awakening from a long slumber. For days prior, tremors shook the ground, a subtle warning ignored by those accustomed to the Earth's occasional rumbles. Then, on that fateful August day, the mountain roared to life. A towering column of ash and pumice shot into the sky, blotting out the sun and unleashing a deadly hailstorm of volcanic debris upon the unsuspecting populace. The air grew thick with suffocating ash, making each breath a struggle for survival. Panic gripped the hearts of Pompeii and Herculaneum as people desperately sought escape from the fiery cataclysm engulfing their world. But for many, it was too late. The once vibrant cities, teeming with life and activity, were swiftly entombed beneath a thick carpet of ash and pyroclastic flows, their fate frozen in time for centuries to come. Today, the ruins of Pompeii and Herculaneum stand as a poignant reminder of Vesuvius's raw power and the fragility of human existence in the face of nature's fury. These preserved cities offer a haunting glimpse into the past, a testament to the lives tragically cut short and the enduring legacy of a catastrophic event. In 1883, the world bore witness to one of the most cataclysmic volcanic events in recorded history, the eruption of Krakatoa. Located in the Sunda Strait between the islands of Java and Sumatra, Krakatoa's awakening was one of unimaginable violence, forever etching its name in the annals of natural disasters. The eruption, a series of increasingly powerful explosions, reached its crescendo on August 27th. The final blast, heard thousands of miles away, remains the loudest sound ever recorded in human history. The shockwave alone was powerful enough to circle the globe 7 times, its impact felt on barometers as far away as England. The eruption of Krakatoa was not merely a local catastrophe, it was a global event. The sheer volume of ash and debris ejected into the atmosphere shrouded the planet in a volcanic twilight, causing global temperatures to plummet for years to come. Tsunamis, some reaching over 100 feet high, radiated outwards from the collapsing volcano, devastating coastlines across the Indian Ocean. Krakatoa, once a volcanic island, was reduced to a mere fraction of its former size, its shattered remnants a stark reminder of the immense forces at play beneath the Earth's surface. The eruption serves as a humbling reminder of nature's untamed power and the profound impact even a single volcanic event can have on our planet. The Cascade Range of the Pacific Northwest, home to towering peaks and lush forests, is no stranger to the fiery breath of volcanoes. But even amidst these giants, the 1980 eruption of Mount St Helens stands out for its sheer ferocity and the dramatic reshaping of the surrounding landscape. The eruption, preceded by months of seismic activity and a growing bulge on the mountain's north face, began with a colossal landslide, the largest debris avalanche in recorded history. This cataclysmic event unleashed the pent-up fury of Mount St Helens, unleashing a lateral blast of superheated gas and rock that flattened forests for miles around. The once conical peak was instantly transformed, its summit replaced with a gaping horseshoe-shaped crater. Ash plumes soared miles into the sky, blanketing nearby towns and cities in a thick layer of grey. Mud flows, a deadly slurry of volcanic debris and water, surged down river valleys, sweeping away everything in their path. The eruption of Mount St Helens served as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of the Cascade volcanoes. Yet from the ashes of destruction, life has slowly returned. The landscape, though forever scarred, is a testament to nature's resilience, a living laboratory where scientists continue to study the processes of ecological recovery after such a catastrophic event. In the Philippines in June 1991, Mount Pinatubo awoke from a centuries-long slumber, unleashing a cataclysmic eruption that would have far-reaching consequences for the planet. The eruption, one of the most powerful of the 20th century, injected a massive plume of ash and sulfur dioxide high into the stratosphere, forming a global veil that would impact the Earth's climate for years to come. Though overshadowed by the human toll of the eruption, the environmental impact of Mount Pinatubo was significant. The volcanic haze circling the globe acted like a giant sunshade, reducing global temperatures by an average of 0.5 degrees Celsius for the following year. The eruption served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet's systems and the global reach of even seemingly isolated volcanic events. In 2010, a volcano with a name that seemed impossible to pronounce brought the world to a standstill. Eyjafjallajokul, nestled beneath the glaciers of Iceland, erupted with a fury that belied its relatively small size. Though not as powerful as some of the other eruptions on our list, Eyjafjallajokul's impact was felt globally, demonstrating the interconnected nature of our modern world. The eruption, though relatively small in scale, injected a massive plume of fine ash high into the atmosphere, directly into the path of transatlantic flight paths. The ash, composed of tiny, abrasive particles of volcanic glass, posed a significant hazard to aircraft engines, forcing the closure of airspace across much of Europe. For days, the skies fell silent as the ash cloud drifted across the continent, grounding millions of travelers and disrupting global commerce. The eruption of Eyjafjallajokul served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of our globalized world to natural disasters, even those seemingly distant and insignificant. It highlighted the interconnectedness of our transportation systems and the far-reaching consequences of even relatively minor volcanic events. In 1815, the world witnessed the fury of a volcanic eruption so powerful it plunged the northern hemisphere into a year of darkness and despair. Mount Tambora, located on the Indonesian island of Sumbawa, erupted with a force unmatched in recorded history, forever altering the course of human history. The eruption, which began in April of 1815, reached its cataclysmic peak on April 10th. The blast, heard over 1,200 miles away, ejected an estimated 38 cubic miles of ash and rock high into the atmosphere, darkening the skies and unleashing a torrent of pyroclastic flows that devastated the surrounding landscape. The sheer volume of sulfur dioxide released by Tambora's eruption had a profound impact on global climate. The gas, once lofted into the stratosphere, reacted with water vapor to form sulfate aerosols, microscopic particles that reflected sunlight back into space. This volcanic haze shrouded the planet, causing global temperatures to plummet by an average of 0.5 degrees Celsius, leading to widespread crop failures, famine, and social unrest. The year 1816 became known as the year without a summer, a chilling reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet's systems and the far-reaching consequences of even seemingly distant volcanic events. The eruption of Mount Tambora stands as a stark warning from history, a testament to the awesome power of nature and the fragility of human civilization in the face of its fury. Chapter 7. Mount Pelle. The day fire rained from the sky. On the idyllic Caribbean island of Martinique, in the shadow of Mount Pelle, lay the bustling port city of Saint-Pierre. Known as the Paris of the Caribbean, Saint-Pierre was a vibrant hub of commerce and culture, its streets teeming with life. But on the morning of May 8, 1902, tragedy struck with terrifying swiftness, forever changing the fate of this once thriving city. Mount Pelle, after weeks of minor eruptions, unleashed its full fury in a cataclysmic eruption that would forever be etched in the annals of volcanic disasters. A massive pyroclastic flow, a scorching avalanche of hot gas and volcanic debris, surged down the mountain slopes at speeds exceeding 400 miles per hour, engulfing the unsuspecting city below. The pyroclastic flow, a searing cloud of death, swept through the streets of Saint-Pierre with unrelenting fury, instantly incinerating everything in its path. Buildings crumbled, ships capsized in the harbor, and the once vibrant streets were transformed into a desolate wasteland. The eruption of Mount Pelle stands as a stark reminder of the devastating power of pyroclastic flows, one of the deadliest hazards associated with volcanic eruptions. Chapter 8. Nevado del Ruiz, the sleeping giant awakens. Nestled high in the Andes Mountains of Colombia, Nevado del Ruiz, a seemingly serene, ice-capped volcano, hid a deadly secret beneath its glacial facade. For months the volcano had been restless, sending tremors through the ground and spewing ash into the sky. But it was on the fateful night of November 13, 1985, that tragedy struck, forever changing the lives of those living in the shadow of this Andean giant. As darkness fell, Nevado del Ruiz erupted, sending a towering plume of ash and gas high into the night sky. But it was not the eruption itself that would claim the lives of thousands. It was the lahars, deadly mudflows composed of volcanic debris, water and ice that would unleash their fury upon the unsuspecting towns below. The lahars, a churning torrent of mud and debris, surged down the volcano's flanks, gaining momentum and volume as they swept up everything in their path. The town of Armero, located some 30 miles downstream, bore the brunt of the lahars' destructive power. The mud flows engulfing the town in a matter of hours buried Armero under a thick blanket of mud and debris, claiming the lives of over 20,000 people. The Armero tragedy stands as a stark reminder of the devastating power of lahars and the importance of heeding volcanic warnings. The event serves as a sobering lesson about the importance of disaster preparedness, particularly in regions vulnerable to volcanic hazards. Chapter 9. Mount Unen, the mountain that unleashed the sea. In the annals of volcanic disasters, the eruption of Mount Unen in 1792 stands as a chilling testament to the interconnectedness of natural hazards and the devastating power of volcanic events. Located on the Shimabara Peninsula of Japan, Mount Unen had been a source of both awe and trepidation for centuries, its fiery temperament etched in local folklore. But it was in the spring of 1792 that the volcano would unleash a chain of events that would leave an indelible mark on the region. The eruption, which began in May of 1792, triggered a series of earthquakes that weakened the eastern flank of the volcano's Mayuyama dome. On the evening of May 21st, the weakened dome collapsed, sending a massive landslide crashing down the mountainside and into the Ariake Sea. The landslide, estimated to be over 700 million cubic meters in volume, generated a colossal tsunami that ravaged the surrounding coastline. Waves, some reaching heights of over 30 feet, slammed into coastal towns and villages, sweeping away homes, businesses, and countless lives. The combined effects of the eruption, landslide, and tsunami claimed the lives of an estimated 15,000 people, making it one of the deadliest volcanic disasters in Japanese history. The eruption of Mount Unen serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of natural hazards and the potential for seemingly isolated events to trigger a cascade of devastating consequences. It highlights the importance of understanding and mitigating volcanic risks, particularly in coastal regions vulnerable to both volcanic eruptions and tsunamis.
Chapter 10, Mount Etna, the Restless Giant. Our journey through some of the most explosive volcanic eruptions in history concludes on the island of Sicily, home to Mount Etna, Europe's largest and most active volcano. Unlike the other volcanoes on our list, Etna's story is one of constant activity, a fiery heartbeat that has shaped the island's landscape and culture for millennia. Etna's eruptions, though often spectacular, are generally effusive in nature, characterized by lava flows rather than explosive blasts. However, the volcano's persistent activity poses a constant threat to those living on its slopes, a reminder that even in the shadow of a volcano, life finds a way to adapt and thrive. For the people of Sicily, Mount Etna is more than just a geological wonder. It is an integral part of their identity, a source of both sustenance and peril. The volcano's fertile slopes have supported agriculture for centuries, while its eruptions, though destructive, have also shaped the island's unique landscape. and provided the raw materials for its buildings and infrastructure. Mount Etna, the restless giant, serves as a reminder that volcanoes, though often perceived as agents of destruction, are also powerful forces of creation. Their eruptions, though disruptive, can also enrich the soil, create new land, and shape the very course of life itself.
Outro, a legacy etched in stone and ash. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. From the ash-buried cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum to the global cooling caused by Tambora, these eruptions serve as stark reminders of the awesome power of nature and the importance of understanding and respecting our planet's fiery heart. Let us know in the comments which volcano eruption you found most interesting.